Ish.
Ish.
I have it ish.
Ish.
Ready?
I guess. It's late. I'm not going to have time to crochet tonight.
Not hearing any of our buttons. Do we get turned down? There it is.
No one needs to. Oh, too
Welcome
loud.
to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon. And I'm also joined with Arianna, no guest host today other than Jasper, who's just breathing heavily
with us today on the couch.
Yes, we love a good Jasper.
We do. How's your week been?
It's been a week. I still think I have post-vacation depression. Work's
Yeah.
Reality.
Yeah.
But, I'm still at the countdown for the soulmate is on, according to that drawing.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's
I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to get a drawing, but also kind of don't.
Well, because you don't want it to alter, like, who you're dating now.
Yeah.
If it's not that person, because is it true? Is it real?
That's true. I don't think it's real.
Yeah.
Not unless you go to, like, a psychic and you see them draw it in front of you, I feel like.
Yeah, she probably has, like, 10 on file. She just
randomly pulls it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But, hey, you never know.
Yeah.
How was your week? Do you have anything you'd like to share?
It was pretty good. I don't know, just work, went axe throwing. I'm not very good at it. Kind of embarrassing.
That sounds like so much fun, though.
It was fun. And then what else? Oh, I was working on a project today. So it's renovations of a woman's house. And it's genius. There's 4 bedrooms and each one has their own bathroom.
That's so nice.
In their bedroom. Isn't that great?
Yeah, a lot of houses are doing that now.
I love
the bigger
that.
homes.
And then the master's has a his and hers closet and bathroom. And then hers is like massive with like this vanity. Yeah, it's really nice.
I really think all homes should have that. Each, bedroom should have their own bathroom.
Yeah.
Or kids have a Jack and Jill.
The closet was about the same size as my bedroom, so I feel like they could share on closet space. Though I guess I could probably fill up my bedroom full of just all my clothes, actually. So
I actually think
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a lot of.
And then, so he could just have a smaller closet.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think I'd do that if I was rich.
Song recommendation of the week.
What is that this week?
Dig It by Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, you didn't even look up the last one, I'm sure.
Shoot, I forgot. You're calling me out.
If we're going to go, last one's by Sleep Token. Take Me Back to Eden by Sleep Token. It's an 8-minute song, and it's an experience.
Okay.
It's really good.
Is it as good as Taylor Swift's 10-minute version?
It's way better. Taylor Swift's 10-minute version just sounds like the same thing over and over. This feels like you switched genres halfway through.
Oh, okay. Well, she's really upset about that scarf.
Weird. It doesn't need to be 10 minutes. That one's way too long.
Well, I like the video, though, Dylan O'Brien.
Though I do like,
Yeah. I do like that. He's a little cutie. So someone's birthday's tomorrow. So you're listening to this. And if you see Arianna around, wish her a happy birthday.
I hope you don't see me around.
Someone's going to see you around.
Work and coming straight home.
Well, you might see someone out and about. We should all just show up at your work and say happy birthday.
I'd hate that.
I know you would. So I do hope you have a great day tomorrow. So for the one book club, we read Lights Out, which is it's a dark romance. I really liked it. It's not for everyone.
Good. There was one person in our book club that did not like it, which understandable. Mm-hmm. I liked it.
And there's like trigger warnings. I mean, the funniest thing is if you listen to Lights Out and you have it on Audible, like they read all the trigger warnings and they start giggling.
Oh, you still have to have me listen to it.
It's just funny. I really like that. But anyway, so then I'm at the bookstore. I'm at a chain bookstore. I don't know if I should say the name. They're not a sponsor. So, and I just was trying to get comfortable. So if our video keeps working.
Who cares? Continue with your story.
It's being funny. It's really cute.
He does this all the time. He's going to mess things up.
So I went up to a person as I could not find. I'm looking for the second book of Lights Out. I thought it just came out. And so I'm looking, finally an older gentleman. And I want to say older, he's probably near 60 or in his 60s, asks me oh, can I help you? I'm like, sure. I'm feeling a little embarrassed with my, book choice. So I'm oh, the second one of Lights Out said, oh, do you have Caught Up? by, I think, I forgot her name.
Yeah, it's like Nevesta Allen or something along those lines.
Something along those lines. So I asked, and so he's like, oh, look, I don't think so. Let me look. So he's in the computer, typing it up, typing away.
Mhm.
And then he reads me the synopsis out loud.
Of which one?
Of Caught Up, the second one.
But that one's not that bad. I've read the synopsis.
It's
not as cringy as Lights Out.
He starts out with, okay, so this is a dark romance, and he's just like reading about it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now.
Yikes.
Yeah, I wanted to crawl under.
And it's not out yet, right?
It's not out until June 10th.
Oh, wow. Farther than I thought.
Yeah, I really thought it was soon. So I was going to give it to you for your birthday.
No, thanks. The thought that counts.
I guess it's all you're getting right now is the thought. So
I bet I could have had this book if it was out. That's so nice. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I should have just cut it out, done a screenshot of the second book.
Did you pre-order it?
I guess I could. He didn't ask me to pre-order. I felt so embarrassed and awkward. I just walked away. I guess I could have done it online. But I really thought I was purchasing it, so I did not pre-order it. But I guess I still can.
No, it's okay.
Nope, now I'm more pre-ordering it.
No, please don't.
So I
don't think your mother should buy you dark romance books.
It's fine. Hey, I learned a lot, if you listen to Ladies and Tangents, of where I failed. So Ladies and Tangents, so last week's, so yeah, it'll be last week's when it's out. They had said, Jasper, what are you doing? Did he stop anything?
No.
Okay, he's messing with everything tonight. It's and no one can see anything because there's a giant cat in front of them.
It's a mess tonight. This is going to be a short one, guys. It's late. Things are falling all around us. The cat's going to knock that computer down again.
Birthday. Oh, and apparently I was hitting things on my phone, so it's just transcribing everything I say.
That's great. Turn that off. What were you even talking about? Oh, Ladies and Tangents, you did things wrong. Yes, we know this. You made me hug people.
You went silent.
You made me hug people and I didn't want to. You should allow children to have autonomy over their bodies.
Yeah, but I don't know. Saying goodbye, hugging family members.
You didn't say bye without a hug if I didn't want to hug anyone.
Okay, I don't know how to make my phone stop.
Oh my gosh, you and technology.
I'm just going to send it to myself.
Yes.
No, but it just basically, you should also let your daughters know when they do have sex that their partners should satisfy them. And they shouldn't do something that they're uncomfortable with. It's okay for them to say no. I don't think we'll be sending the video of this one either. The cat is cleaning itself. It is making the computer making weird noises on the laptop.
I think he wants to start an OnlyFans.
He is cleaning himself vigorously. Let me see if I can get a photo. I'll share it on the pod.
Oh, gosh. So funny.
Oh, that's too close. Hold on. It's hilarious. He's just, in front of the computer, cleaning himself, no shame. Anyway, so let me go back to a couple interesting things. This I actually love.
What?
Joatsu. It's a quiet Japanese phenomenon where people facing divorce, debt, or failure simply vanish from their lives and start over in a complete anatomy. Off the grid, some even hire night movers, companies that help them disappear to reset their life.
I like that. I think I need that.
Well, then I'll never see you again.
Sorry, I'm resetting my life.
But I do like the whole reset. Yeah, I know. I kind of like that. Or are you just running away from all your problems?
No, resetting.
Reset.
For my mental health.
Or you can see a counselor.
No, why would I do that?
That's true. Okay, another thing I'd like to share in the news. Scientists developed a skin-like hydrogel that repairs 90% of wounds in 4 hours and fully heals within 24 hours. I could so use it. You know how many times I cut myself? That's amazing.
Yeah, you cut yourself a lot.
Not as much as other people I know, but just as you're
very accident prone.
So everyone likes dolphins, don't they?
But that was a weird transition. No, not everyone likes dolphins. They're kind of creepy, actually.
But anyway, I like dolphins. They're smarter than humans. So, fun fact, pufferfish release a toxin where they, puff out.
Mm-hmm.
So dolphins, ironically, they mess with puffins, so they puff out, and then they've been seen bouncing back and forth like a ball.
That's cute. I like that.
Well, It's cute for the dolphins, not so cute for the pufferfish.
Yeah.
And then, so do you want another thing about Japan or another thing about an animal?
Both.
Okay. So tigers. Oh, I resonate with a tiger. Tigers don't just hunt, they remember. Wildlife experts have documented that these apex predators deliberately stalk humans or other animals that have crossed them years prior, executing what appears to be a chillingly premeditated revenge.
That's cool.
Polar bears also do that, which I think is really cool. And then for Japanese, hikomani, I know I'm saying it wrong and I'm sorry. Hikomani is a phenomenon in Japan where individuals withdraw completely from society and remain isolated at home. Recent estimates suggest that around 1.46 million people, or 2% of the working age population, live this way.
They never leave the house?
They just don't leave the house.
Do they work from home? Are they contributing members of society?
I don't know. I don't have the facts of what they are doing.
I would like to know what they're doing. And how can I be like them?
I don't know. You should definitely look into that. I think then I support you. Is that how that works?
No, I still want to make my own money and have my own house and just never leave it.
Well, good luck with that. No one's going to support you for you just to stay home.
No, I said I'd make my own money.
Oh, so just find a job where you work from home.
Yeah.
You have a job where you almost could.
But I can't.
You have to leave the site sometime eventually, look at the sites, meet with clients. I mean, it's not exactly that easy. So, I've got one more thing, but I was going to ask you, should we sing Happy Birthday
We're not
yourself?
singing at all. No, I already had that experience. We go out for, is it like an early dinner after we went and made candles, and then Alyssa, on purpose, mentions, like, oh, we're here for my birthday. She's like, oh, let the birthday girl order first. And she knew what she was doing. So then at the very end, they come out with this drum and sing Happy Birthday while hitting on this very loud drum.
Yes. It was so awesome. Oh my God, that is driving me nuts. Can we stop it?
The cat is fine.
The cat is making my computer beep and it could be breaking my computer. Could you please?
I have to move the cat.
You do. My knee hurts. I'm comfortable.
So annoying.
And I'm so over this knee. Like, I think the doctor just wants me to suffer. You have to pick him up. And then get out of there. Just get the X out of the thing that's in the middle of the screen. Because it's going to annoy me. Thank you so much. So everyone right now has been doing like the action figures with ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's weird.
I did one. Well, surprise! Happy birthday! I did one for both of us. So the funny thing was, like, it couldn't get it right. So it kept changing it. Like, one, we look demented. The other one, we look like unhappy. So I'm gonna share all three of these that I made.
Send them to me.
But the thing is, they kept making me thinner and thinner. I wasn't asking for that. I'm like, all right.
No, not thin enough. Thinner.
Like, make me disappear. So I was like, all right. Sending it to you, Arianna.
Send it.
So I'm going to share these on our Instagram, the Raining Castle Dogs Instagram, because it's just hilarious. I kind of love it.
Yes.
Woo. Oh, you're making it make noise.
It's angry?
It's angry. I'm also going to share Nico with his OnlyFans setup that he's trying going for.
Hey, if that makes us money.
Hey, you know what? I would set up cameras for my cat to clean itself if I could make money from it. Wouldn't you? I guess she wouldn't. She's got some morals for her cat. I don't.
Animals are annoying tonight. I'm done.
We didn't even read any Reddit stories. Oh my God. In the intro, I didn't even say what we do here.
So, this is cute. Whoa. The one looks really creepy.
One looks with the big smiles.
Yeah.
Yes. But I liked your outfit. So I didn't tell them to change the outfit. I just said smaller smiles. And that is like me not smiling, you smiling.
I like this one the best. The one with the yellow packaging.
But the packaging's sort of boring.
Yeah, that's fine. The one with the pink is creepy.
Yeah, it is.
And then the one with the giant smiles it's cute and weird.
But I'm not the thinnest and the one you like the best.
That one's cute. And have ripped jeans. I like that.
Yeah. But did you notice how it kept getting thinner with each one? And I wasn't asking for it. I'm like, okay.
Like, that's the problem here. That's why you don't like it.
Uh-huh. I'm like, okay.
How do you make these?
Through ChatGPT, I can show you.
Smiles are so creepy.
It's so creepy. We look demented. We look like we're going to be serial killers.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Coming to your town.
This one makes me look like 40.
It does. The podcast coming your way. Not only will we entertain you, then we'll kill you. That's what that one's giving, that vibe. It's
Yeah,
really
I
weird.
like the very first one. It's a little boring, yes, but I think it fits. And I like the little dog carrier.
Are you saying we're boring?
We are boring.
We're very entertaining.
I don't think everyone thinks that. Can you stop moving your feet?
I'm sorry. Oh, we can't even see him on the camera. So.
No, the camera's done for the count. We're not putting this.
No, we can't.
All right, are we done talking now? Move on to better things?
I don't know. I think some people like our little banter.
I disagree.
I thought we were going to talk about our argument, or is it too soon?
Oh, we're not talking about your fighting with yourself.
Okay. She was mean.
I was not mean. I was trying to throw out a cup in the garbage.
And I was so in such a good mood. Like I was feeding the dogs,
in
waving
a
on
fine mood. Yeah, she was hitting me.
with
I
a
did not need to be hit. I said, "Can you stop,
2-inch
please?"
packet. No, you did not use your words. You're like, don't touch me. So
Yes, and only annoying people would do that.
Okay, I was in an annoying mood, so I get it. But like for her to just, made me feel bad.
Okay, I don't control how you feel.
You sound good. I found sound echoey. I think Jasper messed up something with
You're
my
fine.
sound.
Okay. We're going on to Mother-in-Laws from Hell, posted by Lotta Love. My boyfriend and his mom are enmeshed. I need advice. I, 29 female, have been with my boyfriend, 33 male, for 15 years. We own a house together and have 3 kids. Since day one, I knew him and his mom were close, and he was around 18 when we started dating. They hung out every day. He ran every errand she had with her. She got jealous when we started dating. If we went to get food together, she made comments like, "You don't get anything for me." She also said weird stuff like, "Steve's my little boyfriend,"
Ew.
which always creeped me out. I remember he even calling him her Valentine on Valentine's Day. Then she did a little puke emoji. And
Well, see, that I could see that. You guys were my Valentines. I mean, not when you had, I didn't say that when you were dating people, but.
or 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when he got lawsuit money from a childhood accident, he bought her a $2,000 ring. It was so weird to me that she would let him do something like that. When I got pregnant and we moved out, she went all crazy saying good luck in the real world and stomping around the house yelling. She never had a real husband or a partner, so I really think that's the reason she has placed Steve into that role instead of treating him like a son. She also expected to take part in raising my children and became very angry when I didn't let that happen. Over the years since we moved out, we bought our own house and had 3 kids. In some ways, he has come along and started setting some boundaries, but he still needs to talk to her daily, calls and texts, and hangs out with her basically any time he isn't with me or the kids. In days at work, he has the kids and he has her over immediately. And the kids are getting sick of it. He also still buys her expensive gifts like an iPad, Apple Watch, etc. for holidays.
Nothing wrong with that.
Or her birthdays, which is odd to me. She also knows everything about our relationship. There aren't any secrets. If we have an argument, he tells her. Even sometimes I've asked him not to. She comes up to me and talks about details of stuff that makes me uncomfortable about stuff that happened between me and him. Steve sees no issue and told me he doesn't care how I feel and there's nothing wrong with their relationship. They've also had this odd bond over substances. She shares her prescription pills with him, and they use marijuana together. It always reminded me of how friends bonded over drinking or using substances. When I was younger, it didn't bother me until we had our own kids. I realized how weird it is that his mom and him act like buddies who use together. When I asked him why he thinks it's normal he gets defensive and says it's not a big deal. And he has his back problems and marijuana is legal.
There's a lot to unpack with
There's
that.
more. Basically, I need advice. I don't feel that I've ever been happy in this relationship, and I don't see him ever changing and realizing how odd his relationship with her is. I feel like I don't know what a normal mother-son relationship is, so I don't know if I should just be okay with him having to call, text, and see her basically every day, and him sharing all details of our life with her, but I feel like I'm going crazy.
Whew, that's a lot to unpack.
Oh, there's also an edit, but I'll let you
Please,
respond.
hold on. Like, I feel like it could have been like 4 parts, just that.
There's also no periods in there, so it's very hard
oh my. Okay. Yeah, so there's enmeshment going on, at least that's what it feels like. I mean, obviously they're very close because it was just the two of them. But like once you're with someone, like it's okay to discuss in general, like problems and issues you're having, but you shouldn't. I don't know with your parents, do you want to get too in depth? I mean, sometimes you do if you're looking for advice, but it sounds like it's like she's his best friend. As soon as the wife leaves, she comes over. Is she really there for the kids or is she there for him?
Oh, she's there for him.
Yeah, and so that's where I feel like she's just being a grandma. And I mean, expensive gifts, I don't know. That's kind of fine, but you shouldn't be like sacrificing on your wife and kids for your
Buying a
mom.
$2,000 ring from lawsuit money seems a little extreme.
That seems extreme and excessive. In a ring, I mean, maybe she's always wanted one, so I just really wanted to gift it to her because she was the single mom that raised her.
Maybe
she always said she'd love a beautiful ring because she was never
I
married.
guess.
So I can actually like. If you break it apart, I could give an excuse for each thing.
You could, but I think you're seeing it from the mother's point of view.
Yeah, I am, but I'm also like, I think as a spouse.
No, I think I haven't heard it. There's nothing like that weird other than they talk though the yelling and stomping and freaking out they're moving out was weird.
That was weird. And I also think it's a little weird that, like, I don't like how he's disrespecting her feelings and, like, he's not taking those into account.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't care, and maybe they should talk that out, like, in marriage counseling.
The whole getting food and her making comments, you didn't get anything from me.
Well, yeah, they're on a date. Like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could think that. Like, I remember Anthony, like, he'd bring back Chipotle with someone, and we'd both be like, oh, what are we having for dinner? But it would have
been nice to ask.
It would have been nice to ask.
No, the weirdest thing was when he moved back here after living in Florida, and he would go and get subs and to eat them in his van, like in the driveway before he came in the house.
He didn't want to share with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have paid for them.
Would have paid if you had asked, but if he would have just came home, might have made a comment like, oh, this guy's subs, I really want one. But I wouldn't have expected him to pay for it or share his food.
No, I wouldn't expect him to share his food with me.
No.
Like, obviously it would have been nicer. I would have paid if he asked. But, like, yeah, he was kind of hiding it.
Eat it in the van.
He didn't have to eat it in the van. Well, now Trevor, like, the Chipotle, like, yeah, again, it would be nice. I wouldn't make a comment to make someone uncomfortable.
No.
Like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I do see a lot of weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
I was, as a mom, I think I'm just trying to justify some of it.
Yeah, because you're like, I want to text my children every day.
Please, my kids. I live with you and barely talk to you every day.
Hey, I text Dad like once a month, so you'll be better than that.
Thanks.
All right, edit. He recently has been laid off for a year, so I didn't realize how bad it was until they both have an open schedule. She doesn't work. When he was working, they would just see each other on weekends, but now it's a daily thing, and honestly, it's just shocking to me. Another edit is that he is laid off for a workman's comp for a herniated disc, so he is still financially supportive. Not that it makes the mommy boy situation better, lol, and we are not married.
Ooh. At this point, I don't know if I would want to marry him. Well, I mean, but does it really matter? I mean, yeah, obviously divorces are expensive and a pain, but like, you still have kids, you've got a house, you're living together. There's a lot there. Why are you looking at it that way?
Nothing.
Did you read something funny?
No.
Oh. She just looked at me smiling. You normally don't smile at me, so like, what's going on?
I'm having a side text conversation over here with a friend.
Oh my
God. Keep talking.
Okay. Can you be present in the moment when it's just us and our couple?
No, because I thought of something I had to tell her.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it. Would you have to tell her? Can you share it with the rest of us that are in here?
No, I cannot share it.
Well, the class is here, so...
And the class should know what's going on if you would have just kept your duties of responding. All right, moving on. We're done with Mama's Boys. Oh, should I tell a story about a Mama's Boy? No, probably not.
Yeah, you can.
You think so?
I think so. It's been enough time.
Okay, so I went out with this guy. I think it was like the third day. Mind you, third day, he also asked me to be his girlfriend, which I said I think we should get to know each other more.
Yes.
We've only known each other for I think it was 2 or 3 weeks to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm not asking you to do it right now. I just want to know, would you rub my back? Like my mom rubs my back?
That's so weird. And that gives you the ick. That's so cringy.
Yeah.
That's some enmeshment or some weird mama boy behavior. And even if it's true, hey, Jasper, stop. So even if it's true, like if you want your back rubbed the way maybe your mom still does as you're an adult, I don't know. I that's weird actually. But a
24-year-old.
Yeah, I would at least he could just ask you to rub his back and leave it at that. End of sentence.
No, I don't need to rub anyone's back.
Okay, or not.
All right.
What's the top comment?
No idea. These were screenshotted.
Oh, why?
Don't ask questions. You're not the one picking out stories. Moving on. This is from True Off My Chest, posted by Eva_Eva. My boyfriend took me to visit his family for the first time, and it was one of the creepiest experiences ever.
Oh, gosh.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for about half a year, and it's been great so far. Never met his family up until this point, as they live in another state. This past weekend, he decided to take me on a quick trip, Friday to Sunday, to meet his family. I know he's from a wealthy Scientologist family, but he himself is not practicing or involved. He said it's not actually that big of a deal, and his family is nice.
You're fine.
We get to the house, a huge mansion, super well guarded, top security. It already feels off at this point. Inside the property, there are people in uniforms working around the yard and the garden. They greet us but make no eye contact whatsoever. I'm creeped out at this point. I asked my boyfriend what this is about. He said they're just the staff. I meet his mom, dad, and younger brothers inside. They're nice. His parents are very fancy people. Inside the house, there's some people in uniforms doing stuff, and the place is spotlessly clean. We have a meal together, and the people serve us. Think servants in movies. They don't talk, and no eye contact. The parents don't interact with them, and it's so weird. At this point, I mentioned to him by saying the staff's doing a great job, and them says they're not really staff, but something similar. She says they're part of something called the Sea Org, and they're essentially volunteers, so they don't get paid. Rest of the days until we left was exactly the same. Tried to have a chat with the volunteers, but they could only give short, polite replies and run off. It quite literally felt like they were forced to be there. I tried to ask my boyfriend about it, even now, but he has the same way of talking in circles as his parents about anything related to their family or the Scientology. They say a lot, but actually say nothing.
Wow. I think that says a lot of how they treat people that work for them. I mean, you could have a full staff and be kind and nice, know things about them, know things about their family, or you can view them as like you're better than them and not talk to them. And I feel like that's the vibe that family's giving, and I wouldn't want to be a part of that family.
Yeah. So there's some people saying that they don't think, I live near Clearwater. We're one of the Scientology capital. They aren't people to mingle with. I'm sure you love your boyfriend, and his lack of participation is most definitely not known to his parents. They would have exiled him. That situation is a ticking time bomb. Then other people are saying, yeah, there's no way out of the Scientology.
Well, they don't kill you. Like, you can get out.
I have to believe if the story is true, with the immense wealth and intensity of this family, the fact that the Sea Org operate their domestic, they are much more valuable and prominent in the Scientology community than your mother, and much more likely to follow through on community guidelines. Let's see.
Well, there's different levels. Like Tom Cruise is at the top level. Like that's Like one of the
Another comment. It's the creepiest cult, and those volunteers are prisoners. Also, if your boyfriend is truly not practicing, then his family would have disowned him by now. That is one of the rules. He would be considered a suppressive person by their definition, someone deemed an enemy of the organization, often labeled as such and subject to social shunning.
She would have to actually join. I know a little bit, just I watched some documentaries about Scientology. I don't, assuming that they're true. But there's been people that spoke out about it, like Leah Remini, that had left the church. Like, it's very, very culty, obviously. There's different levels, like Tom Cruise is like the top level, where there's people like in the church that could never even speak to him. Because you can't really talk to the people that are the top level. Like, there's levels. And it, like, if you're going to give birth, you have to give a silent birth. They believe it should be quiet.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. No drugs. You must be quiet. Like, there's a lot of different weird rules with Scientology. I think she should get out now. I mean, I don't think she'll be.
So the Sea Org in Scientology is a religious order of individuals who dedicate their lives to the service of the Church of Scientology and its teachings.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. So these people, like, it's kind of like me going to church, but instead I'm told to clean someone's house and be like their maid, and I have to do that?
Yes, and they won't acknowledge you or speak to you either.
That's weird.
You're considered lowly. It's a whole thing.
But yet to be a part of this church, I have to clean their house?
Yes, because you want to go above.
Oh, it seems like it's just like a ploy to get free labor.
It is. And the actual... I don't know if this is true or not, but I had heard from like the documentary, the actual guy, he wrote a book. Then they created
Is there
religion.
a Bible?
No, he created this religion because he wrote a book. It was just a man that wrote a book. And then he wanted to create the religion to save money on taxes, and it turned into the...
Is he still alive?
I don't think so. I don't even know.
You can just create religions?
You can.
Oh.
Free taxes.
Interesting.
Great. Now Aries is like taking over the world with some religion thing. Just like if I got my land declared like as a graveyard, I don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, then we gotta put bodies in our yard, and then our dogs will dig them up.
Ew. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
You didn't think about that, did
we have
you?
a mausoleum where people are locked away.
I love mausoleums.
And they're pretty.
I want to be put in a mausoleum.
So you could have like a pond and then a big mausoleum.
I like that idea. That sounds very nice.
And then I could have free taxes.
Okay.
On the property, not free of everything. Ooh, and then I could write off having the work done and have people mow it and everything. There we go. New adventure. This is going to be declared a cemetery at my house.
Okay, you do that.
All right, I'm going to.
Okay. Next. Do you want something?
Actually, do you think my mind's still there. Do you think I bet it's really hard to get a place declared a cemetery. They don't just let anyone do that, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think anyone can. Anyways.
I'm trying to have a two-way conversation.
I don't know the rules about getting a cemetery.
I just wanted to know your thoughts.
Do you want me to look into it for you?
No, I just wanted to discuss it, not do it.
Maybe he can help.
Okay, never mind. I'm moving on.
Next, do you want something? Let's see. Okay, I'll give you an option. Am I heartless for not being upset about ending a 9-year relationship? Or am I overreacting to my boyfriend's weird kink obsession over marshmallows?
Guess the marshmallows has made me make a face.
Right, that's from 2 Hot Takes, posted by Gummy Worms. So I want to start off by saying I'm a listener of the podcast of 2 Hot Takes. Everyone is, I think. Anyways, we're going to skip through that. Well, it's just talking about how she likes 2 Hot Takes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, skip that.
Me, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, have been together for a bit over 3 years. Things have progressed to the point he has really been hinting of proposing, which I was really excited about. My boyfriend has always been super into marshmallows, but I didn't think it was that way. I just thought he really enjoyed eating them, which he does, but turns out that ain't the only thing he enjoys them as. A few months ago, he asked me to try something new in bed. I do have my own share of weird kinks, which he has been open-minded towards too, so I heard him out. He wanted me to stuff marshmallows inside my mouth and play the stuffy bunny game, but he would also stick his dick inside my mouth filled with said marshmallows.
Ew.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad, except of the choking hazard. There hasn't been any other sexual things involving marshmallows until last night. We were getting down into business when he pulled a pack of marshmallows out. He was eating me out, so I stopped him and asked him what the hell he was doing. He said he wanted to try something. That being stuffing my vagina with said marshmallows and then fucking it.
No.
I lost it. I got up and asked what the fuck was wrong with him. And is he aware of the kind of infections that could possibly cause me? As well as I don't want to possibly have to go to the ER due to a melted fucking marshmallow inside my vagina. Sorry, getting heated up even recalling this shit. His argument was that I was fine with the mouth thing, which just, at this point, I told him to get out and he spent the night at a friend's place. He's been messaging me nonstop about how he thought I was open-minded, and I've taken part in the marshmallow thing more than I know. I don't know, is that bait to text him back or what, but I'm so fucking done with marshmallows. However, I do feel bad. Maybe I'm just being judgmental and harsh. It's been 3 years, and this is the only time we had a huge fight like this.
Well, like, you know each other's kinks and everything. Like, you have to discuss it in order to have a healthy sex life. I mean, most people would react that way. Like, that could cause an infection. She could end up in the hospital, like she said. Like, that's sticky. You don't want some sticky residue in your vagina. Like, that's gross. So, yeah, no, she reacted appropriately. And then they need to have a conversation, an adult conversation of what can and cannot be done with these marshmallows.
Ew, yeah. Top comment, that's like asking for a severe yeast infection. Just no.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're underreacting. He did something sexual to you without your consent. Tell his parents to come collect him. They're not done raising him yet.
Well, that's just, I don't think I discussed my vagina and marshmallows with another person's parents.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
Yeah, no.
Another comment. That dude was definitely fucking a bag of marshmallows as a young boy or teen to get off. I know a dude who fucked his couch. I know a dude who liked using lube of condoms. I know a dude that basically made a fleshlight out of a pillow by stuffing stuff in it. Your homeboy fucked a warm marshmallow, just like the dude from American Pie who fucked a pie. Now it's ingrained in him. Sorry.
Gross? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gross. She can still date the guy. They could actually end up getting married, but, like, they really need to have a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Another comment. I knew a dude who fucked his mattress, both face down on top and between the mattress and the base. I knew a dude who took chunks off of himself doing it raw. Dudes be crazy.
Ew, that's disgusting. No. I don't think my microphone's working. Okay, that sounds good.
This is from r/confession by any-abalone 8047. I use my baby brother as a napkin whenever we're out and there's no napkins. I take my baby brother on errands just to get him out of the house. Shopping, treats, random trips even. When I babysit him, he'll tag along with me when I have to be on campus. I'm a university student. He's my best friend, and we're pretty much inseparable, but eating out with him means getting a tiny bit messy because he's a toddler. Understandable. He's 3 and I'm 19, so I often help him with his food if he asks for it. He wipes his boogers and drool all over my clothes, so I think it's justifiable to use his dirty shirt to wipe my hands whenever napkins aren't around. To be fair, it's his food that gets on my hands. We never eat inside food places. I usually drive somewhere quiet because he gets overstimulated in loud places. He chills in the passenger seat when we eat, and when I don't feel like reaching in the back for his bag, I'll use his shirt. Why only have a baby brother when you can have a baby brother and a napkin? He thinks I'm tickling him, so win-win. It's a silly thing, but I love my baby brother, and the age gap makes it funnier. I love being a big sister and taking him everywhere. I can't wait to thank him for being my napkin when he grows up.
That's cute. What are we supposed to comment on about that?
I thought it was a cute thing.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, it was just a sweet palate cleanser. My gosh.
Okay, sorry. I was waiting for something horrible.
I need a new co-host. You're being very rude and aggressive right now.
I flipped her off. But, like, No, I was waiting for something a little
thought it
bit
was
to comment
cute.
on it. I think it's adorable.
I just thought it was a cute little thing.
I guess it really was a good way to end it.
Yeah. Gosh, and everything has to be horrible.
Well, most of these Reddit stories kind of are. Someone's usually horrible. So I was just waiting for like the weirdness or horribleness.
No, I just said it was a cute story.
It's just a very cute story.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. It was very sweet. So tomorrow's your birthday. So happy birthday.
Thanks.
Where sounds so thankful. So where can you not drink while we're ending it right now? Where can
I'm drinking my
find
tea.
us?
Tell them our Instagram.
Find us at the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast is actually on the Instagram. And where can they find us on Reddit?
They can find us at, which I haven't even checked. What is it again? r_cats_and_dogs_pod.
You should be really posting our stories that you read on there.
It's harder to keep track of.
Well, that's how you keep track. So you don't reread stories.
I save it. No, because then I can't remember either way.
No, you save it after you read it then.
No.
I need someone else to manage this account, actually.
Yeah.
She's not keeping track. I bet pretty soon she'll be rereading the same stories over and over again.
We forget.
Most people wouldn't forget. A true listener wouldn't forget.
Did we ever read the coconut story on this?
We have not. You've been waiting for my friend Hope to come on.
That's right. But we've read Anthony the tree story.
The tree one's hilarious.
Yeah.
That one is really, really good. All right, guys. I hope you have a great week. If you see Arianna, wish her happy birthday. Otherwise,
bye.
Okay. And be kind. I'm not going to find it. Jasper lost it.
Reach.
I can't get it.
Reach.
Get it. Hit stop. Make sure you don't delete. Okay.